Another day at work, quietish Saturday. Just thought I'd bring you along just to show you my normal job, and I'll take you for a walk around in a little while just to show you how the building site operates in 2020 and with the COVID-19 laws. So I'll take you around in a minute. Time for a spot of lunch. We got the Rustler barbecue rib today, so we'll whack that in the oven. Take out the sauce if there's any in there before that explodes. Very well with one hand, yeah. Right, there you go. Sauce out. Throw it in for a minute, and multi-plastic and rib is served. Bon appetit. Right, with all the current COVID regulations now, what we've got is like an outside dining area, so to speak, al fresco. Obviously you can't have more than a couple of people eating next to each other from different households, so in order to get around the normal canteen, we've got an external sort of like eating stroke socialising area. Normally you'd have a outside smoking shelter anyway, but here we've got a little like marquee set up, tables, sort of benches set 2 meters apart, and an eating place basically outside. So with the COVID, we've got hand sanitizers. Let me take you for a walk. Our usual 5 points there. We've got signing in desks, so we've got hand sanitizers which are placed around the site. So we'll go have a walk round. We've got the car park, we've got walkways, and we've got a one-way system in place, and as you see everywhere there's markings on the floor, nice little footprints there, spaced at 2 meters apart. So we've got a one-way system in place. Again, another hand sanitizer. So we've got a walkway. So this is this direction, obviously the feet are, and that's our one-way system in return. So we can self-distance. Again, we've got 2 meter spacings for people and keeping social distancing. So as I say, we've got like a barrier in between, a one-way or two-way system, and obviously one way this direction and the other one return that direction. So I'm going to take a walk. So we've got a cement silos there, and the walkway continues over the other side of the road. Let's have a look, shall we, at this quick look at what they're doing over here. It's a bit slippery, the old mud. So obviously the ground worker's been over here doing the splash courses. Normally ground workers do up to damp, and then the bricklayers will take over. So there we've got footings in for the house. This looks quite a big house actually. So you've got your drainage pipes, which are the brown pipes underground. You've got your various bends there which come up through the concrete floor. I presume it's block and beam floor. So they're probably like kitchens over there. You've got your blue one is for your water coming in, so that's probably your ducting for the mains feed coming in the house. I would say that's a kitchen over there. So there might be a soil pipe in the corner, maybe for upstairs, and then the soil pipe there to pick up the waste from the sink. Then this side, I don't know if you'd have a garage built in here on the side, but you can say you've got your soil pipes going through there. You might have a utility room at the back, and then you'll probably have soil pipes going through to the second floor. So you have like a slip coupling every time you go through foundations. You have like a slip coupling on the drainage just for expansion. So where am I? Over here. So yeah, you'd have your coupling collar on each soil pipe there as you go through the footings, and you have them the other side as well. So you can see the two there. That's on the shingle, and I can only imagine that again as being like a soil pipe, maybe boxing going upstairs. So it might be for the ensuite, something like that. I tell you what I like seeing as well is bay windows. You don't see that very much now on new builds. They're normally just boxy one because it's quicker and easier than installing, look like for installing the windows, the brickwork and whatever it is. But it gives it a bit more character to the house, I think. As I grew up in London, and we had 1930s houses there, and they had a lot of character, and I just like bay windows. But that's me. So moving on, we've got the same, probably same house type there, and up to the same, well, not quite the same level. It's a bit more block work on there, but you can see there's concrete lintels going across where obviously the service is going through, and again with bay windows and the same sort of layout. So next, obviously they'll probably be inspected for the drains, and then they'll carry on with the damp course, and then start, well, they'll probably put the floor in actually first. They'll probably put the concrete beams in and drop the blocks in, so we get the flooring in, and then I'll start doing the internal block work and bring that out further. So okay, we'll carry on around the site and see what we've got. Right, on this plot, or two plots, they just had the concrete foundations poured, and they're just waiting now for the block work to go down and to set out the walls. So again, the ground workers will do that, bring it out the ground. We look over this side, you can see, let's get through there. Yeah, you can see the block and beam flooring going in. So they look like almost like railway lines. They're concrete beams, obviously got rebars in there, and they sit on the concrete block supports, internal wall. And what you do then, you put like look like breeze blocks. They're just like normal, like 9-inch blocks by 18-inch, and they, no, tell a lie, they might be like styrene blocks, like you can see in there. Sometimes you use like, it's like a heavy duty polystyrene blocks. All four, there's one here actually, probably for thermal insulation. But normally, as I say, in the old days you'd have like a thermal like block going in there, or a concrete block, and it'd like slot in there and sit on that lip on there, and then it would be screeded over the top. But here they're like polystyrene, so maybe that sits in there and lips in, unless that's just to go around the edge. But we'll see if we can get one that's a bit further on down the line. That's technology for you. Again, you can see the blue duct in there, that's for the water mains coming in. Right, here we go. We've got about 5 plots down here now that are in various stages. But if we walk along here, this is for the cavity. They call this a periscope for obvious reasons. So with your damp course on your brickwork, it has to be a minimum of 150mm above ground level on the external walls, because otherwise you get like the soil. If there was if the damp course was here, then this soil, well, 150mm is roughly about 2 courses. So if the damp course was here, this water that's going to be in the soil is going to soak in the bricks, could breach the damp course, and you could get an internal damp inside the house. So if for some reason your internal damp course was lower than the external damp course, you can, sorry, the air brick, to lie. So that's your snorkel or periscopes they call it. And basically, if you want, see the floor level is there, you need to get air from the outside underneath the floor to vent it. So what you do, you put the periscope in, so that can actually sit higher than the ground level, or 2 courses above, and then that periscope then will go down and then it will vent the floor underneath. Obviously most houses it just goes straight through, but in this case it will be above the floor level, so you'd use something like this periscope to raise the air brick up so it can then transfer the air to underside of the floor. We've got yellow, which is normally a gas ducting, and got a bit of black duct in there. That could be used for normal water. Does it say on there what it is? No, it's not on there. But yes, I was right. This is polystyrene or styrofoam, and this is what's used for the floor. So that sits in there on the block and beam, and yes, I hear you say that's not going to be strong enough, but I'm standing in the middle now of it. Yeah, so I'm standing in the middle and I'm 13 stone and it's no problem for my weight. But say once the screed's on there, 75mm screed, it's plenty strong enough. But again, it's all down to probably lowering the carbon levels down, or trying to get to the 0 carbon builds. But it's great thermal insulation, it's lightweight, and it's probably a lot cheaper and easier on the back. So yeah, that's what it's like these days now with new houses. And that one you can see, we'll walk over there. Obviously he's running the block work on there, on that wall in the middle. I'll come through there and we'll have a look at the next one. This one, they have used the old concrete blocks in the middle. And I'll tell you why, this is probably the garage. Yeah, so that's why you got concrete on there then, because it's a different loading. So you've got a nice big sort of double garage opening there, and you've got the concrete blocks inside the garage, and on the internal floor you've got like the styrene based blocks in there. But that's a lovely house. It's probably a 5-bedder again, with a beautiful big bay window on the front. I will show you some houses that are completed and you'll see what I mean. But if we go over to this one, and this one's virtually finished. This one is a different type of block. Look at the size of these slabs. They're probably 1200 wide yeah, 1200 wide by about 2.4, so it's like 8 foot by 4 foot. Wow, you learn something every day. I've not seen this laid before, but how cool is that? Again, you've got a concrete block for the garage. Unless this goes over the top of the normal block and beam floor. I don't take it up. It probably does actually. You probably have the small ones go down in between the block and beam. They put a damp course in there, membrane, which is black polythene. Oh yeah, and then they put the 150mm like polystyrene on top. That's for your insulation. So that's right then. Okay, the small stuff goes in between the block and beam. You put your 1200 gauge membrane on there, and then you put 150mm of polystyrene insulation for the floor, and it's screeded. So we'll walk on a bit further. Let's get around this side of the site. These are some of the houses that have already been built. Again, nice generous sized houses. This side we're coming up to first floor lift almost, and then we come up to these lovely houses which I was saying about with the bay windows. As you see, we've got a nice garage on the right hand side and nice tiled porch, nice bit of lead work, and we've got a lovely hanging tile effect over the bay window and a really nice sort of almost pagoda type roof over the top of the top bedroom with nice hanging tiles on there as well. We've got club tiles in there and a nice scalloped edge on the lid, but a really nice design house and nice character. And we've got the same going down there, slightly different features. Nice bit of roof work. This one's got a separate garage down the driveway. Lovely bit of oak or elm above the top of the garage. A nice porch, decent size. And a nice bit of brick detail on there as well. No bay window, but still a really nice house. Again, we've got a nice variation of roofs on there. These one up to the second stage. Sounds like a pheasant in the background chirping away. But yeah, these ones are nearly up to wall plate, up to full height. There's a porta potty there. And we've got a nice concrete pad over there. Not sure what that is. It might be a pumping station or something like that. Got a nice woodland over there. Again, these houses are up to wall plate, ready for the trusses to go on. And again, we've got a service ducts there. The black pipe be for electric, that's right. So we've got a black conduit there to poke our electric cable through. We've got the yellow duct in there for the gas, and we've got a blue duct in there for the water mains. And of course there's a interchange there for the manhole for the sewage. And that's it. That's a noisy bird there, that is. Can you hear it? Oh, he's stopped now. Oh, he's gone. Right, that's it then. That's our guided tour. I'll just walk back up here a minute before I go. I'll just show you probably the next phase. Nice area over there. That's all been graded. Yeah, just take another COVID site station there. But yeah, that's I don't know if it's going to be a swale there to take all the excess drainage or what, but it's nicely sculpted and graded around there, so obviously it's going to be something. But beautiful view, and what a lovely house this one is. For a modern day house, it's got really nice character to it. Got a beautiful big double garage, so it's nicely tiled, nice lead work, and nice sort of windows as well, rather than your boxy front together houses. This could quite easily be passed off as a 30s house or a 1950s house. Lovely architecture and really nice character. So that's the end of my little tour. Obviously you don't get very big gardens, so if this one's open, but who has time for gardening these days? You're too busy working, trying to pay for them. But yeah, that's the size of the garden. Lovely big wall up there. But yeah, nice size house. That's it. Hope you enjoyed my video, and just trying to put something out there, and if you like it, drop a comment down below. If you don't, you can still drop a comment down below, but try and keep it clean. And see you next time, next video. Bye for now. Here's another little video, just a sign of the times. We've got segregated waste bins now, so again, trying to do a little bit for recycling. We've got general waste, timber waste, and plasterboard waste. And of course, if you had a lot of metal, you'd have a metal bin as well. But again, it's good that we can recycle what we can, and as I say, segregate stuff. Some stuff's used for other, it can be recycled into different materials, or you know, just disposed of in the correct manner. But again, sign of the times. Before it's just one skip did everything, now it's all recycled and disposed of properly or put back into use.